All right, so we have to get into this. Enough's enough. Are y'all trying to bully Caitlin Clark at this point? Y'all are running around acting like a bunch of bullies right now, and it is out of pocket. It's out of line. We have got to get into it. Chelsea Gray, Asia Wilson, Beckham, and it sounds like y'all threatening Caitlin Clark at All Star Weekend. It sounds like a threat. Y'all trying to punk her. Y'all trying to bully. Oh, no, we gonna have us talk.
The sports establishment did not just lose control of the game tonight. The entire corporate hierarchy suffered a complete and terrifying meltdown behind closed doors in what can only be described as a historic jaw-dropping explosion of pure talent. One generational prodigy scored 14 unbelievable points in under 2 minutes, completely destroying her opponent's defense and leaving the entire stadium in absolute shock. But while the crowd erupted in non-stop celebration, the broadcast cameras completely missed the real battle unfolding inside. The tunnel veteran superstars and league figures completely unable to process the incredible dominance happening right before their eyes lost all composure. What began as intense competitive frustration quickly turned into a heated confrontation that has now sent shock waves through the highest offices of Team USA and the WNBA. To understand the level of panic now spreading across the league, you have to look at the exact moment that historic 2-minute explosion took place. The game was tied, the atmosphere was suffocating, and the opposing coaching staff had created a defensive scheme specifically designed to physically break her rhythm. They trapped her at half court, bumped her off every spot, and tried to force costly turnovers. But elite greatness does not fold under ordinary pressure. Instead of backing down, she stepped out to the deep logo and unleashed a rapid-fire sequence of ice-cold three-pointers and unbelievable full-court passes that completely dismantled a championship-caliber roster within seconds. The stadium instantly became a pressure cooker. Every possession felt like a dagger through the heart of the old guard. The defense looked completely helpless. The opposing bench sat frozen in total panic, and the arena crowd roared with an energy that had not been seen in modern sports history. It was not simply a hot shooting streak or a lucky bounce of the basketball. It was a cold, calculated, and devastating display of pure tactical brilliance. She single-handedly turned a dogfight into a complete blowout, proving beyond any doubt that traditional defensive schemes are almost useless against a player who performs on an entirely different.
To the black lesbians and Asia Wilson. Wow. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Before we get into this, folks, what's going on in the WNBA when it comes to fans talking shit, being mean, saying not nice things? It happens in all sports leagues. These women are just so emotional and so soft, they can't handle it. They've been begging for 30 years, I want attention, but only good attention. As soon as they get that attention, ooh, this is too much attention. Too many people are saying mean things. Too many people are calling me trash. Too many people are saying I can't make layups. Oh my gosh, that person called me a mean name. They're flipping out. They're going cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. And now they're saying, Kathy Engelbert, you have to do something. Pothole 6627 is saying not nice things to me on Twitter. Kathy, say something, please. Oh no. Oh no. A random person. Oh, the horror. Chelsea Gray thinks that because she aired this person out, it's going to make people think twice.
But as the final buzzer echoed across the floor and the broadcast anchors began wrapping up their standard post-game coverage, the real story was only beginning. Behind the security doors, reports emerging from the arena corridors claimed that top league veterans, reportedly consumed by professional frustration and unable to accept being outplayed on live international television, confronted the superstar during the post-game walkout. Aya Wilson reportedly visibly shaken and struggling to hide her frustration was said to have approached her directly in the hallway with what witnesses described as a tense warning. We need to talk. The tension inside that narrow hallway was reportedly so intense that stadium security teams and venue personnel stepped in quickly to keep the verbal exchange from escalating further. What makes this situation even more alarming, according to those reports, is not only the frustration shown by a defeated rival, but the reported reaction from those around the situation rather than immediately working to calm the growing tension.
We had that conversation, so that's what we're gonna do.
Wait a minute, so at All Star, we have to have a conversation. Who you gotta have a conversation with? Who you gotta have a conversation with? Caitlin Clark already said what she said. She's already come out and denounced it. She came up and spoke up for black women during her rookie season. She was trying to get y'all paid more money behind the scenes during her rookie season. She spoke out against it again after the Alyssa Thomas situation. What more is there for her to say?
Legacy coaching figures like Becky Hammon reportedly doubled down by supporting the confrontation and attempting to justify the aggressive response. Instead of calling for sportsmanship and professional composure, the leadership reportedly chose to protect the fragile egos of the established stars, who simply could not accept the reality of being completely overshadowed by a younger phenomenon, the image of professional unity that had been carefully presented by public relations departments for years appeared to fall apart in a matter of moments. According to the narrative, it exposed a deeply divided and highly competitive culture operating beneath the surface, a culture where senior stars and longtime gatekeepers believe they had the authority to decide who gets to shine, who stays in line, and who receives the spotlight. But history never waits for permission, and true greatness cannot be controlled by a group of frustrated veterans trying to hold on to their fading influence.
That ain't gonna happen.
That we love, that we work so hard to do. But it's just a certain division that needs to be brought to everyone's attention, and understanding that, no, this is something that's been going on, and it's just getting to a point where it's like, all right, now enough is enough. I think there's
Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough, man. Yeah. Yeah, enough is enough.
a larger conversation that needs to be had that is really above us, and I think that is the part that we really need to get to. So hopefully at All Star, we can have an opportunity and a conversation, because at this time, we something needs to change.
At All Star, they want to have an opportunity and a conversation. That's what I was alluding to in the beginning. They're gonna walk into Caitlin Clark's room. They're gonna knock on the door. Caitlin Clark's gonna open the door to her hotel room. She's gonna peek through it, and there's gonna be that, that sliding thing on the door, and all there's gonna be is like the chain, and she's gonna peek through and say, "Oh shit!" She's gonna try to close the door, and then all the players at one time, Brittany Griner, Asia Wilson, they're all gonna just, let me in. They're gonna bum rush her. They're gonna bum rush into that room, and they're gonna tie Caitlin Clark up to a chair. They're gonna tell Caitlin Clark, "You're not leaving this room until you come out and you denounce those pesky fans."
Let the full weight of this moment sink in for the corporate executives in New York and the network producers holding multi-million-dollar broadcasting rights. Reports claimed that emergency administrative meetings continued late into the night as high-level officials reportedly worked to manage the growing media fallout. Rumors quickly spread that serious administrative discussions were taking place regarding national team rosters, with reports suggesting possible disciplinary action or roster changes involving elite international teams like Team USA. Following the reported heated verbal confrontation, the corporate gatekeepers now find themselves in a difficult position because many believe the public is no longer accepting the carefully managed corporate narrative. For months, the mainstream sports media tried to convince fans that physical play and on-court aggression were simply tough love or standard rookie initiation, but fans believe they can now see through the smoke and mirrors. They see what they believe are clear double standards.
Because at this time, we something needs to change. It's actually disgusting. So I'm glad that Chelsea had an opportunity to speak up and had an opportunity to show that what we...
It's interesting that you're the one saying it's disgusting, Asia, because your close people and your fans were the ones that were saying Nafisa Collier is not black enough because she dates a white man. Those were your fans. Your fans. So I hope when you want to have this talk in this meeting, you address your fans. Your fans, when Nafisa Collier was winning the MVP race last year before she hurt her ankle, your fans were blasting her, saying she's not black enough, she's dating a white man, and all of this stuff. Your fans was being racist. Your fans been online being racist toward Caitlin Clark. I hope you got something to say about your damn fans. I hope so.
we've been going through, and we're going to continue to go through until we have that conversation. So that's what we're going to do.
I mean, just any of that behavior is not acceptable, and we need more companies to step up and do what Hilton did. You know, you're free to be a bigot and ignorant. You're also free to pay the consequences. And I think it's just a lot of times it's too easy to hide behind phones, and I'd rather people show up and be.
Okay, so she's saying she wants more people to do what Hilton did. Hilton fired the guy who said what he said to Chelsea Gray. How are you going to fire people? And that's fine with me. That's fine. Whatever. That's cool.
They see the referees appearing to overlook dangerous physical contact to the head and face, and they believe an outdated establishment is desperately trying to protect its preferred corporate stars from being completely overshadowed in the history books by an unstoppable force. The entire commercial strategy of the league now appears to be collapsing under the weight of what many view as its own hypocrisy. Corporate sponsors who invested millions of dollars promoting longtime stars are now watching the financial spotlight shift almost entirely toward one generational talent. Every ticket sold, every television ratings record broken, and every piece of merchandise flying off the shelves is being connected to her name. The old guard working inside the front offices believe they could use her massive popularity to grow the entire brand, while at the same time treating her with disrespect behind the scenes. But that strategy has now reached its breaking point. You cannot continue to profit from an athlete's unmatched brilliance, while at the same time allowing a culture of reported hostility to surround her.
Knock it off, man. Y'all claim y'all don't want fans, but y'all claim all her fans are racist, but y'all want to reap the benefits and collect more money from her fans, right? So which one is it? Y'all want to have your fucking cake and eat it too, and it's not going down. Like, stop it.
Been in touch with the league about this, and if so, have they offered their support?
I've talked to so I think I just saw on my phone there's maybe a couple messages, but not directly, no. Silence is just agreeance, or sometimes silence is that you just don't want to ruffle feathers, but then you're neglecting a certain population that's actually getting affected by it. So the ball is in their court. I've done my job. I will continue to do my job. My teammates will too, and it's all part of a bigger systemic racism issue that's how it shows up for us as Black athletes. I don't think people quite understand that. I think they see us in uniforms and think, oh, you're just supposed to deal with it. Go for it. Absolutely not. We're still human. We are women that walk this world every single day, trying our best to get to the next level. So it's heartbreaking to see those things happen, but it's also heartwarming when you have a franchise that's behind you 100%.
Obviously, there's a lot of eyeballs on what we do now. But I'd rather shed light on cockroaches and let them scatter and get out. Old fans, new fans, there's just no place for it in women's basketball or in society in general. So
I agree. I'm not like once again, I'm not with racism. I'm not with people being a homophobe. I don't care what you're into. But at the end of the day, y'all are labeling an entire fan base racist. Bro, Chelsea Gray was getting crazy messages a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and there's plenty of comments showing the date where it had nothing to do with the Caitlin Clark or Indiana Fever game. And I think it's really, really shady and janky that y'all waited. The
public reaction to this reported All Star Weekend controversy has been nothing short of a massive firestorm across media platforms. Millions of fans have filled comment sections, driven social media trends, and called for greater accountability from the referees and league officials responsible for protecting players. The critics who spent the past year trying to downplay her achievements have found themselves running out of arguments. Many fans now ask how anyone can deny her impact on the game when her presence alone continues to spark such intense reactions from championship-level players and respected coaches. This has become a defining moment for the sport. The line has been drawn, and many believe there is no returning to the way things once, where the legacy media gatekeepers can continue trying to shape the narrative. But the attendance numbers, television ratings, and growing fan interest continue telling their own story. Many believe the balance of influence is changing and that the Old Guard no longer holds the same control it once did. What is your raw, unfiltered reaction to this reported All-Star Weekend controversy? Do you believe the league office and longtime coaches damaged their own image by allowing tensions to grow after an unforgettable performance? Or do you believe a new era has officially arrived? Drop your thoughts in the comments below right now. Let's start a huge discussion. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. With all notifications, turn on and share this video with every real fan who wants to stay updated on the biggest stories in WNBA basketball.